All right, Kamado fans, I'm going to show you a great trick here this morning. For Thanksgiving, I took a 3-pound Butterball frozen turkey roast. And you can cook it frozen or you can thaw it out either way. But I thawed it out. It's 3 pounds. I put it in this pressure pot for 30 minutes. And you'll see when it comes out of this pot, it looks awful. It's fully cooked. It's netted. It's got a string net around it, and before you cook these things, you want to go around with your fingers and loosen that net up all the way around the roast so that when you take the net off after you're finished cooking it, it'll come off a lot easier. It'll tear off all the meat and the skin if you don't loosen up the netting first. So if you do this thing, loosen up the net on the roast before you cook it. Now you see here when I take it out, it's not going to be very appealing looking. But what's going to happen is it's going to go on the fire out on the Kamado to finish it. You'll see how this is not very good looking. My wife just said it looks anemic. See if I can get my tripod. There you go. So I loosened up that net before I cooked it. It looks awful, but I'll show you the finished product a little bit later in the video after I put it on the Kamado. I'm going to brush this thing with butter and then hit it with some fresh cracked pepper and go put it on the fire for about no more than 15 minutes just to brown up the skin and get a nice color and bark on it. Alright, there it is, buttered and salted, fixing to go on the fire. When you get these things at the store, they come in various varieties. They have all white meat, they have mixed white and dark meat that's kind of pressed together. You can actually get a whole turkey breast. Butterball makes a variety of these products that are not whole birds. And they're really convenient, really convenient. You can cook them and have them ready for a weeknight, no problem. So here it is finishing on the fire. It's just going to take a few minutes to turn that from this white, awful, anemic looking thing into a beautiful piece of meat. I'll show you the finished product in just a few minutes. So this morning I actually cooked 3 products. I cooked pan around the countryside here a minute. I cooked 2 of these roasts that were mixed white and dark meat, and I also cooked a whole turkey breast, and I did all 3 of them in the pressure cooker and finished all 3 of them on the fire. And the whole process from start to finish up to this point in time right here has taken me no more than 2 hours. You know, having 2 pressure cookers going. You can cook these roasts, if they're thawed out, in about 24 minutes. I took it a little bit longer because they were partially frozen. They weren't completely thawed out. Hush, Rocky. And the thing is, you can get it done real quick. Now, you know, if you're a purist and you want to Riverbrook Farms fresh, never frozen heritage turkey, this may seem like heresy to you, but I've done this before and I can tell you it comes out really good, and the guests really like it. And just to make it complete, I also roasted 6 turkey legs in the oven. That took maybe an hour at the most. So anybody who wants a turkey leg is going to get one, and all the rest of us, I'm going to slice up these roasts and slice up that whole breast. Rocky, I'm on video here, buddy. So I'll show you this in a few minutes when it comes off the fire. Here's one more feature of this cook. When you use a pressure cooker, you have to put water in it. And the way I did these turkey roasts was I put 1.5 cups of water in the bottom of the pot, and then there's a trivet in there. You can't see it, but it's in there. The trivet keeps the turkey roast up off the bottom of the pot. And in that water, I put a diced onion and some sage that I chiffonaded up. So I've got a nice, and then of course while it was cooking, the turkey juices all dripped down in there. So I've got a nice pot of juice here that I can put to some useful purpose. Make soup or possibly gravy or something, but that's a nice side bonus. That's a nice pot of flavorful, savory juice right there. Alright, as far as I'm concerned, that has just enough of the anemia taken off of it to be presentable at the table. It's not super brown, but it's brown enough. It sure as hell doesn't look like it did when it came out of the pressure pot. Alright, that's the jar of juice I wound up with out of the bottom of my pressure pot. It's got onion, sage, and turkey drippings. I went ahead and strained it. We'll do something with that. I don't know what. So all the 3 roasts that I cooked and the turkey legs are all safely ensconced in the cooler here. They're wrapped in foil. I've got a layer of turkey underneath this layer with a towel in between, a towel on the bottom, a towel on the top. That'll stay piping hot. Burn your fingers hot for hours. No problem with food safety there. And you can see Casey's very interested.